Well, walking the abandoned rail line here at Mountain Hope. Well, this is the lead trail that leads to the abandoned rail line. Yeah, I got a little bit of time before the train comes. The active Dunley Creek branch line's over here. I just came off that onto the trail. So I walked this, talk about some, if things work out, I got some future upcoming videos for the month of August, which I'm filming this on August 6th. I'm hoping, well, here the next week or two to go visit some family in Tennessee. This coming week ain't going to happen because I got a lot going on. But there's some great rail fan spots so I do make it there, and also some great places to, for walking tour videos. I want to walk around downtown Greenville because there's so much history in downtown Greenville. Of course, I'm not 100% sure if things going to work out for me to make it this month. This week, because I ended up having to do the pet setting duties, which I need the money anyways because my pets have been sick. Tom gets in a fight for another cat, so it cost me a bit to get him fixed, and Buddhist is not doing good. I'm worried I may have to put, I'm hoping he gets better. If he keeps suffering, because I've put medicine in the vet, they may not be able to. Okay, I don't want to think the thought of hanging too many years, and he's a senior citizen now. He's an older dog and not the best of health. Well, at least this time it's not midnight. He's the one that's usually going to the vet because he's so accident prone and gets sick a lot. At least it's not midnight this time. But this is the abandoned stretch of the, this is a spur that connects to the abandoned stretch of the Dunley Creek branch line. This the old spur. Glens End Canal line. Thomas McKell had this built. Can't think of the other, I named the other guy because up there he got the other railroad, which is the Water Railway, which is now just the right of way. Of course, this stretch up here where the apartments are, you can't, up on the hill, you can't even tell the rail line was there. Because the apartment complex and some housing development, a lot of it in this stretch, actually a lot of it in this stretch along Mount Hope along Main Street, you can't ever tell it's there. Well, technically not all of it was along Main Street, but there's sections of it that went through the middle of town, just behind the buildings on Main Street. As I say, it's actually behind the buildings on Main Street, wasn't on next to Main Street itself. Of course, once you get to the section where it did follow along parallel to Main Street for about half a mile or so, you could actually see the right of way, you could tell where it was in that stretch. I think I got a few videos in that area. I'm kind of curious about that building up here. It's for sale. Come on. Yep. Yep. I hope things work out. Now in September, maybe close of October, I wouldn't mind doing another section like Appalachian Trail. Of course, that one's kind of iffy. I know the trip to Tennessee visit family work out, even if it don't work out this month, which I hope it does. Okay. Yeah, pile up poopy. They're not. Here's this old steel truss bridge. I used to for every roller bridge is a trestle, but apparently you got the three different types. You got like this is a steel truss bridge, and then you got the axle viaduct. What's up in apparently New York, Pennsylvania, they call all railroad bridges viaducts. No matter upstate New York, no matter how big or small they are. Well, it depends on who you talk to, I guess. I'm trying to find a 1913 rail. It's down that way a little bit. Okay. There it is. Well, never mind. I know there's a 1913 well here somewhere. Trying not to make everybody dizzy spinning the camera around, but I'm spinning around trying to find it. Oh, there it is. It's right by my feet, and that's why I wouldn't seen it. 1913. If they came and picking up, that'd be cool to point that out. And then the slices would be the month. Of course, it's much dust, you can't hardly make out the slices. I don't even know if you can make out the 1913 or not. Yeah, eventually, I don't know when, I'll eventually be in upstate New York and Pennsylvania, Vermont on the Appalachian Trail. Of course, that probably won't be the next year or two. I think the fall of this year and next year and the spring of next year, I'm gonna focus on the whole southern half of the trail. I don't know. But right now, my plans are to do some more train videos around here the next few days and then make that trip to Tennessee. Mainly because I have a grandma down there that's not doing the best health-wise. And I've seen her for cousins I haven't seen since 2017. And some other family members I haven't seen since 2017. And that grandma I'm worried about, she's not doing good. Actually, last time I seen that, last time I seen that family was 2018 when my sister got married. Because a lot of them did come up for my sister's wedding. So I did see my stepmom, which is married to my dad, along with a bunch of other people from the family, like the grandma was actually able to come and visit. Yes, my family's a little strange because my real mom lives here, my dad's down in Tennessee. We remarried, so they'll have a real mom and a stepmom both at the same time. They have a bunch of cousins. Then my brother, who was really my cousin, became my brother when my mom adopted him because my aunt couldn't take care of him. So my cousin became my brother. My mom remarried, so my dad ended up remarrying, so I ended up with a stepmom and a stepdad. So, but yet, I grew up with my real mom. I can't help but think about that song that Ray Stevens sings, I'm my own grandpa. If you've not heard that song, look it up on YouTube, type in Ray Stevens, my own grandpa. You'll be so discombobulated by the end of the song, you'll be very discombobulated trying to figure out what in the world. But here's the abandoned rail yard and the abandoned stretch of Dumbley Creek branch line through here. The active Sugar Creek spur goes on off in the distance. It's cool while the trains cut the Dumbley Creek branch line to right behind the Mount Hope Fire Department, then they cover the Sugar Creek spur. It's kind of one of those rare occasions where instead of a spur off a branch line being removed, it's a branch line off the spur being removed. Well, the slits, not the line itself, just the slits. Although this may be a walking trail one day. I ran into some people at the coffee shop, the new Cold Bunker coffee shop down here, which I will recommend going. It's in the old Mountaineer Hotel. They sell coffee and ice cream. And they're supposed to be adding more fancy pastries and different things. At the moment, you can get regular coffee or frappuccinos, ice cream. There's a bunch of different things you can get there. I'm gonna try to do a separate video about that place here soon. It's just I haven't been able to do a good video there. There's always a lot of people there. Although Lonnie Warlock don't mind. I don't think he minds being in the videos. I really don't. I think he enjoys being in the YouTube video. And I've got a few famous people on my YouTube over the past year. Mike from American Pickers and his brother Robbie, Jawtooth, and then if I had Lonnie Warlock in there, that'd be 4 famous people I've got. Well, everybody knows, I'm sure if you see me come across me because of Jawtooth, y'all know who Jawtooth is. I think everybody knows what Mike and Robbie from American Pickers are. I think American Pickers is one of the most watched TV shows out there. I think it's next to Walking Dead. I don't know, American Pickers, as far as I know, is one of the most popular. I enjoy American Pickers. But here in a second, in the video, I'm going to make it way too long. probably cool. Walk this abandoned rail line and film it. I walk it almost every day. Well, I didn't walk it yesterday because I didn't have time. I was too busy, too much going on. But almost every day. Sometimes it'll be raining so much, so bad you can't get here. And occasionally we'll have a day where I just don't have time. Like yesterday, for example. Of course. And then there's the most interesting time when you have a storm drops like 2 feet of snow. It's impossible to walk this when the snow's that deep. Not that I would know anything. Okay, I've tried walking this when the snow is, when you have like a couple feet of snow on the ground. It is not easy. But out in here, do a separate video showing the flow.